So we're here at Detox-To-Rehab.com, the Art of Recovery Expo in Phoenix, with Lisa. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
So what brings you to the expo this afternoon?
Well, I'm really excited. First of all, it's the 10th anniversary of the expo.
Yep.
And we've got fabulous people out here. And I decided to get a booth here because I launched an education outreach program on testosterone, the new drug addiction.
Oh, wow. That's definitely an interesting topic. So tell me, what drove you to open that booth? What pushed you towards that field?
Testosterone is an emerging drug addiction, and people are not aware of it. And you see all the television commercials out there. Do you have low T? Do you not have the energy that you used to have? Is your libido a little low? And what's happening is I call it the middle-aged drug of choice. So just like with any drug addiction or any prescription medication, it can create a dependency. And your body becomes dependent on testosterone, and people don't realize that.
Yeah, definitely. So tell me a little bit about your personal experience with this. It's such an interesting topic, such a niche market. You have some personal experience in this?
I do. When I was 43 years old,
okay,
6 years ago, I went to go get my hormones checked.
Yeah.
And I was told by this hormone clinic that my testosterone was 28 nanograms per deciliter.
Okay.
And that was considered to be on the low end. And that it was recommended that I get testosterone replacement therapy. So the type of person that I am, I'm like, okay, I guess this is part of my middle-aged regimen.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't paying attention to the words. Your testosterone is, we consider it to be on the low end.
Right.
Okay? We recommend that you get it. But my mind went to, oh, I have to have it. Like,
yes,
they're telling me that you have to have testosterone.
Right.
When in reality, I didn't even need it.
Yeah.
Because I was right within the reference range of where a middle-aged woman should be.
Yeah.
But I chose to go on it, and they took my levels up to male levels. I went up as high as we know to 500 nanograms per deciliter, and it started wreaking havoc in my life, in all areas of my life. So I started getting roid rage. Does it increase your sex drive? It does. And one of the questions that needs to be posed, and I'm working on this right now, is does taking testosterone lead to sex addiction? Are we going to see an emerging addiction come out of this?
Yeah.
When my life crashed 3 years ago, and I went back to my therapist who I hadn't seen in years, and I walked in the door, and he goes, well, Lisa, what do I owe the pleasure of seeing you for?
Yeah.
And I told him what had happened, and he's like, oh my God, how did you get yourself into this mess? So as we were uncovering and discovering everything, we found out that testosterone was at the center of it. And he shared with me that he was working with several couples where it was wreaking havoc in their marriages.
Right.
So when my life crashed, I went on my road to recovery, and thank God I knew I had the tools and resources to seek out, because I knew what to do, because I had immersed myself into codependency recovery 15 years earlier.
Oh, okay.
So I had a knowledge base of what recovery was, and so this was just the next thing for me to go down that journey.
Right. Oh, that's great. That's great. So I've heard you mention that you see it as testosterone is the middle-aged drug of choice. Talk to me a little bit more about what that means.
Yeah. The middle-aged drug of choice. So when we go, the midlife crisis. The midlife crisis is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and so it's a real thing where people start to go, what am I doing? Where am I at? I'm in my late 40s, my early 50s, and they want to get a little more zest out of their life.
Sure.
Well, they're being lured in through all of this marketing and advertising to take testosterone, because that could be a part of their problem.
Right.
Their low energy and all of that stuff. When in reality, you know what, there are probably about 5% of the men out there who have what's called hypogonadism that need to go on testosterone, but probably 95% of the people who don't need to go on it.
Sure.
What you really need to do is what this expo is all about. You really need to get grounded and centered in who you are.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe you need to start exploring yourself in a different way. Maybe you need to open yourself up. Maybe there's some unhealthy habits that you have in your life that are making you feel tired. You know, if you're eating a lot of junk food, Well, that's going to make you lethargic.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not going to be low testosterone.
Sure.
If you're not exercising, that's going to make you lethargic. What kind of stress do you have in your life? Do you have a lot of stress? Are you not meditating? Are you not, working out? All of those things come into play before you need to go down this testosterone route.
Sure.
So.
Definitely. Wow, that's a slippery slope. So, I kind of want to end with this, but, let's say that there's people out there who are struggling with this, and, they may not even be cognizant of it at this point. This is such an emerging topic. What would you say to those individuals who are currently, struggling with the abuse of testosterone replacement?
I would say that there is hope, and you know what, to seek out the necessary resources that you need. Seek out an endocrinologist, someone who can help you move through, if you're on testosterone, move through this process to get yourself off of it. Because once you get on exogenous testosterone, is what it's called, your body stops producing it on its own.
Sure.
So you're going to go through certain withdrawal feelings, depression and stuff like that. Get with a trusted therapist. Find, one of a 12-step program that can help you move through it. That's something that I'm working on right now, is to develop a testosterone program for that. So
it's amazing. Well, I want to thank you again for spending some time with us here at Detox to Rehab.com. And enjoy your afternoon, and thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks.